So I got a lot of criticism on one of my theories because I said that Angel Dust must have had to be hypnotized shortly after Serpentius was discovered to be a spy. And then I had a bunch of people saying, no, it had to be a masquerade. Yes, we see an image of Angel Dust getting hypnotized by Vox in his robe in his dressing room. But we also have to remember that Angel wears that robe every time he films in his dressing room. That is the robe in his dressing room. It could be any number of occasion. Also, when Vox electrocuted Angel and he screams, Vox says, "It's so cute how you scream every time." Meaning this has happened multiple times. He electrocutes Angel, he looks into his eyes, and he hypnotizes him. We see him do it in his dressing room. We see him do it through his phone. We see him do it in the motel room. Okay, now let's actually talk about the timeline. So the entirety of season 1 takes place in 6 months, right? Episode 1 ends with the news story of the extermination coming closer than ever before, and episode 2 follows in with everyone's reaction immediately after. Charlie and Vaggie go to recruit, and they come back that same day. So episode 1 and episode 2 have happened on the same day. Going into episode 2, Serpentius shows up at the hotel that same day, right? Everyone's freaking out about the exorcism coming early. Vox has this plan to go get Serpentius to go spy. It ends with Angel and Serpentius getting in their altercation, Serpentius actually apologizing, and Charlie says, "Good first day." So all of that happened in one day. Then we get to episode 3, Scrambled Eggs, which shows a banner at the very beginning that Charlie is putting up saying, "Happy first week." Because Serpentius has been at the hotel for 1 week. So between episode 2 and episode 3, 1 week has passed. We're going to get back to Masquerade in just a moment, but we're going to skip one episode ahead to Dad Be Dad episode 5, where Charlie said that there's only a couple months left until the extermination. And I'm saying 2 to 3 months. So if we had 6 months and now we only have 2 to 3 months, that means between episode 1 and episode 5, about 3 to 4 months have passed. Now, with how close all the first episodes are, I don't think Masquerade happened immediately after Scrambled Eggs and then Dad Beat Dad happened 4 months later, right? That just doesn't make a lot of sense. I feel like there's at least 1 to 2 months in between Scrambled Eggs and Masquerade, and then another 1 to 2 months between Masquerade and Dad Beat Dad. That makes a little more sense. With how obsessed Vox is over Alistair, that was quick enough to get a spy in on basically the same day it was announced that the extermination is coming closer than ever before. He was definitely hypnotizing Angel shortly after. He was not going to be waiting months to get someone else in there. Yeah, that's about it. Thank you for coming to my talk.